Jaya Radha Madhava Kunya Vihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunya Vihari.
The first question could be a very long. I've got 15 questions. If I can get them all answered, I'll feel just great. The first one is very basic. And what is Krishna consciousness?
Krishna means God, and we are all connected with Krishna, God. God is the original Father. Therefore, we have got intimate connection with Krishna. So we have forgotten it. What is Krishna? What is my connection with him? What is the aim of life? All these questions there are. And when one becomes interested with such questions, he is called Krishna conscious.
How did Krishna consciousness develop?
Krishna consciousness is already there in everyone's core of heart. But due to one's material condition of life, he has forgotten it. So this process of chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra means to revive that consciousness. It is already there. Just like a few days ago, these American, European boys and girls, they did not know who is Krishna. But now you have seen yesterday how their whole the procession, throughout the whole procession, how they were chanting and dancing in ecstasy. So do you think that is artificial? No. Artificially, nobody can chant and dance for hours together. That means the awakening of Krishna consciousness. It was there by the bona fide process, it is now awakened. That is explained. Nitya Siddha Krishna Bhakti Sattha Gavunay Savanadi Shuddha Chitte Karai Udaya. The Krishna consciousness is dormant in everyone's heart. So when it comes in contact with devotees, that is awakened. Just like to be attracted by a young girl or young boy. It is there in the child. That small child is there. And when he will be young, then it will be awakened. It is not that artificial. So, in association, it is awake. The potency is there already. But in good association, by hearing about Krishna, one is awakened to the status of Krishna consciousness.
What is the difference between Krishna consciousness and Christ consciousness?
Christ consciousness is also Krishna consciousness, but people do not follow the rules and regulations of Christianity, therefore they are not awakened. The commandments of Christ, they do not follow. Therefore they do not come to the standard of consciousness.
what is unique about Krishna consciousness that separates it from other religions? Is it a religion?
Religion means primarily to know God and love Him. That is religion. And nobody knows God and what to speak of loving. Nobody is trained up how to know God and how to love Him. They are satisfied by going to the church. Oh God, give us our daily bread. That also not everyone goes. The communist says that you don't go to the church, bread we shall supply. So poor innocent person, they get bread elsewhere, says they do not go to church. But nobody is serious to understand what is God and how to love Him. Nobody is serious. Therefore, in Bhagavatam it is said, it is cheating religion. I profess some religion, but I do not know what is God and how to love Him. So that type of religion is cheating religion. And religion means to know God and love Him. But generally, a man does not know what is God and what to speak of loving Him. So therefore that is cheating religion. That is not religion. But so far Christian religion is concerned, there is ample chance of understanding God, but they do not care for it. Take for example, the commandment is, thou shalt not kill. But in the Christian world, best slaughterhouses are maintained. So how they can become God conscious? They disobey the commandments, do not care what Lord Jesus Christ has ordered. So this is not only in Christian religion, every religion is going on. It's simply rubber stamp. I am Hindu, I am Muslim, I am Christian. And none of them do know what is God and how to love Him.
How does one know a bona fide spiritual master then that can lead
Who
them?
teaches these things? How to know God and how to love Him? He is spiritual. Otherwise bogus, rascal bogus. Sometimes they mislead that I am God. Poor people, they do not know what is God, and a rascal proposes I am God, and they accept it. Just like in your country, they elected Nixon president and again drag him. That means they did not know who is really bona fide president. He elected somebody. And again they had the business of dragging him. Similarly, people are foolish. Any rascal comes, he says, I am God. They accept. And again they accept another. This is going on. So one must be serious student to understand what is God and how to love Him. That is religion. Otherwise is simply waste of time. That we are teaching. That is the difference between others and ours. We are presenting Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the science, how to know Him. The Bhagavad Gita is there, Bhagavad is there. Not bogus, authorized. Therefore, this is the only institution which can teach how to know God and how to love Him. Two business, there is no third business. It is not our business to ask God to give us our necessities. We know God gives necessities to everyone. Even one who has no religion, just like cats and dogs, they have no religion. They do not know what is religion. But still, the cats and dogs are supplied with necessities of life. So why should we bother Krishna asking him, give us our daily bread? He supplied already. Our business is how to love him. That is religion. Dharma projita koitava atra parama nirmasaranang sata vasro vasu vedavatra. Savai pungsang paro dharma yato bhakti radhokam. That is first class religion which teaches how to love God. And that love not for any material motive. God, He will give me this, then I love. No. Ahituki. The love means without any personal profit. If I love God for some profit, that is business, that is not love. Ahituki. Apratihata. And such love of God cannot be checked by any material cause. In any condition, one can learn how to love God. It is not conditional that I am poor man, how shall I love God? I have got so many things to do. No, it is not that. Poor, rich, or young, or old, black or white, there is no impediment. If one wants to love God, he can love.
Are there different paths that one can learn to
No,
love
there is
God?
no difference.
Are there other spiritual paths? Do all spiritual paths lead to the same end?
Spiritual paths are divided into four. Not spiritual, real spiritual, mixed spiritual. Just like this, God give us our daily bread. It is mixed spiritual. One has approached God. God is spiritual, but one is asking for material profit. So this is mixture, matter and spirit. So there are four classes, generally known as karmi, fruitive actors. They work for getting some material profit. They are called karmi. Just like all men, you see, they are working so hard day and night, driving their cars, this way, that way. The purpose is how to get some money. This is called karmi. And then jnani. Jnani means he knows that I am working so hard. Why? The birds, bees, the elephants, the big 8 million different types of, they have no business. They have no profession. How they are eating? So why unnecessarily I work so much? Let me know what is the problem of life. So they understand the problem of life is birth, death, old age and disease. And they want to solve it. How to become immortal. So they have conclusion that if I merge into God's existence, then I become immortal or immune from birth, death, old age and disease. This is called jnani. And some of them are yogis. They try to acquire some spiritual power to make a show how he can play wonder. yogi can become very small. If you put him in a room, he'll come out. You lock it, he'll come out. If there is little space, he'll come out. That is called anima. He can fly in the sky, float in the sky. That is called laghima. In this way, if somebody can show this magic, then immediately he is accepted as a very wonderful man. The yogis, the modern yogis, they simply show some gymnastics, but they have no power. So I am not speaking of these third-class yogis. A real yogi means he has got some power, that is material power. So yogis also want this power, and jnanis also want salvation from the unnecessary working like ass, the kurmi. And kurmis want material profit. So they want everyone. The bhaktas, devotees, they don't want anything. They want to serve God out of love. Just like a mother loves her child, there is no question of profit. Out of affection, she loves. So when you come to that stage, to love God, that is perfect. So these different processes, karmi, jnani, yogi and bhakta, out of these four processes, if you want to know God, then you have to accept this bhakti. That is stated in the Bhagavad Gita. Bhaktya mam abhijanati. Simply through the process of bhakti, one can understand me, God. He never says by other processes, no. Only through bhakti. So if you are interested to know God and love Him, then you have to accept this devotional process. No other persons will help.
What are the methods used in attaining Krishna consciousness? How does one get to?
Yeah, by Krishna consciousness, you achieve the goal of life. In the present condition, we are accepting one body and we are dying after a few days. Then accept another body. And that body is according to your activity. There are 8,400,000 different types of body. You can get any one of them. You will have to accept one body. That is called transmigration of the soul. So, if one is under this consciousness that I am eternal, why I am changing body? How to solve it? That is intelligence. And not to work like cats and dogs and die. That is not intelligence. One who makes solution of this problem is intelligent. So, therefore this Krishna consciousness movement is the ultimate solution of all problems of life.
What transformations does one undergo on the path to Krishna consciousness?
No transformation. The consciousness is there. It is now filled with all rubbish things. You have to cleanse this and then Krishna consciousness. Just like water. Water is by nature clear, transparent. But when it is filled up with rubbish things, it is muddy. You cannot see very clearly. But if you filter it, all muddy things, dirty things, then again it comes to the original position. Clear, transparent water.
Does one function better in society as a result of affiliation with Krishna consciousness?
Does one function in society better after being Krishna conscious?
What is the meaning?
Is he a better citizen? Is he a better citizen?
And also sociologically, or can he work better in the community?
That you can see practically. They are not drunkards. They are not meat eaters. From a physiological point of view, they are very clean. They will never be attacked with so many diseases. Then they do not eat meat, means that is most sinful, to kill others for the satisfaction of the tongue. God has given to the human society so many things to eat, nice fruits, nice flowers, nice grains, first class milk, and from milk you can prepare hundreds of nutritious food. But they do not know the art. They are maintaining big slaughterhouse and eating meat. No discrimination. That means they are not even civilized. When man is not civilized, he kills one animal and eats, because he does not know how to grow food. Just like we have got one farm land in New Vrindavan. So we are preparing so first class preparation from milk. The laborers, they come, they are astonished. That from milk such nice preparation can be done. Hundreds. So that means they are not even civilized. How to prepare nutritious food from milk. Milk, accepting that cow flesh and blood is very nutritious, that we also admit. But a civilized man utilizes the blood and meat in a different way. The milk is nothing but blood, but it is transformed into milk. And again from milk you make so many things. You make sugar, you make curd, you make ghee, so many things. And combination of this milk product with grains, with fruits and vegetables, you make similar hundreds of people. So this is civilized life. Not that directly kill one animal and eat. That is uncivilized life. You take the accepting that cow's flesh and blood is very nutritious. You take it in a civilized way. Why you should kill the innocent animal? Is simply eating grass given by God and supplying milk. And from milk you can live. And the gratefulness is that cut his throat. Is that civilization? What do you say?
Is that civilization?
No, I agree with you 100%. I want you to say these things, though, instead of me. I'm asking you questions so that hopefully that not by me describing anything. Just a short
These
question.
things are uncivilized way of life, and what they will understand God.
I'm asking these questions for everyone that is not understanding.
To understand God means one must be first class civilized. Just like university is meant for first class students. Similarly, God consciousness meant for the first class human being.
Okay, this question's a hard one for me to ask because it shows ignorance on my part, but I'm not asking it in ignorance. I want your answer on tape. Okay? Does all desire ultimately have to go, including the desire to attain Krishna consciousness?
Without Krishna consciousness, we will have simply ravished desires. And when you are Krishna conscious, then you desire rightly.
The aim of many spiritual paths is to find the Guru within.
Within?
The Guru within. Is this different than...
Who says that to find Guru within?
Kirpal Singh says that.
Pardon me?
That Kirpal Singh, he's one that says that.
I know there are...
Krishnamurti says that also.
So why does he come to teach? This rascal, why does he come to teach? This is the answer. These things are spoken by rascals. He has come to teach and he says, find out Guru within. That's why you have come to teach. Because people are not intelligent. They cannot catch him. He talks all nonsense and they hear, that's all.
He also has written a book about no books are needed.
So we can find out how rascal he is. Is it not? Do you admit or not? He writes book and he says there is no need of book. He has come to teach and he says there is no need of teacher. Teacher is within. Is he not a rascal?
Well, they say those
The
people...
first of all, you answer my question.
Oh.
If he says contradictory things, is he not a rascal?
Well, he's contradicting himself.
Therefore he is a rascal. He does not know how to defend it.
Can the Vedas be taken symbolically as well as literally?
As it is. We are presenting Bhagavad Gita as it is, not symbolically.
Are you attempting to revive in the... I feel like asking this question two different ways. First, I'll ask it one way, which is in a sense incorrect. Maybe I'll just ask it this way and just get your answer. Are you attempting to revive in the West the awareness of... are you attempting to revive the ancient Indian caste system in the West? I'm asking a question.
Where do you find we are reviving caste system? Where do you find? First of all, let me know. Why you are asking this question? If you have seen that we are trying to introduce the Indian caste system, then you say. But if there is no such attempt, why you are asking this question?
Well, because a lot of people are interested. And the reason
No,
I would have asked
lot
the question...
of people, you are also one of them. So, where do you find that we are trying to introduce caste system? First of all, find out where is the attempt. Then you ask question. Otherwise, it is irrelevant question.
The Gita talks about a caste system.
Huh?
The Gita mentions the caste system.
Gita, what mentions? Do you know?
The 4 castes.
What is that?
In an untouchable caste.
On the basis of what?
I can't locate it directly, but from Brahma.
Brahmananda.
The class.
Who has said that this is caste system? This is caste, not caste system. Chaturvarnam maya system gunakarma vibhag. According to quality and according to work, there are 4 divisions of men. Just like you can understand, there are engineers and there are medical practitioners. So do you take them as caste? Oh, he is engineer caste. He is medical caste. Do you say like that?
I don't want to say what I feel because I'm an
No, I am asking
you.
you. I am asking you.
Well, I think there's always been castes. It's just that we don't recognize the fact that they're there.
No, recognize means if a man is qualified medical man, we accept him as medical man. And if a man is qualified engineer, we accept him as engineer. Similarly, Bhagavad Gita suggests, not suggest, it is there. There are 4 classes of men. The most intelligent class of men, the administrator class of men, the productive class of men, and ordinary worker. That is already there. Bhagavad Gita says how they should be classified. That he belongs to this class, he belongs to that class. That is described in the Bhagavad. Not that by birth, hereditarily, one becomes a caste. Don't try to misunderstand. The classification is already there. One class of men very intelligent. Is it not there in the human society? Do you think all men are equally intelligent? Do you think? There must be. One class, very highly intelligent class. So, what are the symptoms of the intelligent class? That is described in the work. The first class intelligent man is he who can control his mind, who can control his senses, is very truthful, very clean, very simple, very tolerant, very advanced in knowledge, practical application of knowledge in life, and staunch faith in God. This is first class. So, it is not within India. Wherever you find all these qualities, is first class. So we are trying to introduce that without first class man, the society is useless. So there are first class men.
Here's another one on that line.
Hmm?
Here's another one kind of on that line. But how do you feel about women's lib?
He wants to know about the women's liberation. What is our feeling about women?
That I don't want to discuss because as you have asked, I may explain that how foolish women are being cheated by the intelligent man.
Srila Prabhupada is liberating everybody. The chants Hare Krishna.
They have given, in your country, they have given you liberty. Liberty means equal rights, is it not? Man and woman has got equal rights.
They're trying.
Huh?
They're trying in this country.
All right, trying. But you, woman, you cannot see that this so-called equal right means cheating the woman. Now, I say more clearly that a woman and man meets, now they become lovers, then they have sex, and the woman becomes pregnant, and the man goes up. The simple woman, she has to take charge of the child and beg from government, alms, please give me money. This is your independence. Do you admit this is independence? That the man makes the woman pregnant and he goes away without any responsibility. And the woman cannot give up the child. She maintains begging from the government. Or she tries to kill the child. Do you think it is very good independence? What is your answer?
To whether or not it's good to kill the child?
Yes, they're killing now. About child.
Do you think this is independence?
He wants to know your opinion of that kind of independence.
For the child? Or
For the woman. For the woman.
Or the woman.
This is liberation. She has an affair with the man. She gets pregnant. The man leaves. Then she has to beg alms from the government to support the child.
Or
She kills the child. So is that good or bad?
Well, she has made the choice.
That means that is 34 hours. You have made your choice to kill your own child. Is that very good choice?
It's the worst crime you could,
Our brain is getting large.
Do you think it is very good business? Huh?
I think this is a very complicated question.
Therefore I say they are cheating you in the name of independence. That you do not understand. Therefore 34 hours. They are cheating you and you are thinking you are independent.
they forget the responsibility that comes with freedom.
They do not take the responsibility. They go away. They enjoy and go away. And the woman has to take the responsibility. Either kill the child and maintain it. Begging. Do you think begging is very good? In India, although their poverty is taken, still they do not remain independent. They remain under the husband. And the husband takes all responsibility. So she has neither to kill the child nor go to beg for maintaining the child. So which is independence? To remain under husband is independence or to become free, to be enjoyed by everyone?
That's not where freedom is anyway.
Huh?
That's not where the freedom is.
So there is no freedom, still they think that there's freedom. That means under some plea, the men are cheating the woman. That's so in the name of independence, they have agreed to be cheated by another class. This is the situation.
In spite of that, can a woman know Krishna as
We have no such distinction.
no distinction?
We
between-
give Krishna consciousness both to the woman and man equally. We do not make any such distinction. But to protect them from this exploitation by man, we teach something that you do like this, you do like that. You be married, be settled up, don't wander independently. We teach them like that. But so far Krishna consciousness is concerned, we equally distribute. There is no such thing that, oh, you are woman, less intelligent or more intelligent, therefore you cannot have. We don't say that. We welcome woman, man, poor, rich, everyone. Because in that platform, equality. Vidya vinaya sampanne, brahmani, gavi, hastini, sunite, sapake, pandita, samadarishina. We do not refuse anyone. That is equality.
How do you deal with negativity? In the outside world, the devotees encounter negativity every day with people that are not interested. How, not just on the outside world, but how does one deal with that within? How does one relieve oneself of that negativism?
Negativity means just like we say, no illicit sex. We say, teach our students, no illicit sex. Do you think it is negative? Or does it mean negative?
The situation is that other people think that it's negative and therefore they feel negatively towards us. So how should we react to that? She's saying.
Or how do you deal with it within yourself, you know?
What do you mean negativity within yourself?
Not just criticism, but
Bad feelings?
if you get a lot of people that are working against you all the time, here you're surrounded by people that are positive and that are reinforcing. But when you get yourself in the outside world in a position where there are people that are draining you and taking your energy, how do you replenish that energy? How do you...
How do we stay fixed when there are so many people against us? She
Good.
wants to know how we stay fixed when there are so many people against us.
So nobody is against you? Do you think nobody is against you? I'm asking you.
Do I think nobody's against me? Oh, sure there's people for me, against me, that don't care about me.
So they are against and for. Why do you bother about the against? As there are some people against us, there are many people for us. So that is the position in every field of activity. So if somebody is against us, why should we bother about it? Let us go on with our positive work.
If, for instance, if the day goes by and a devotee meets only with people that are against him, he makes bad contacts, and he feels drained, how does he...
Now our
replenish?
devotee is not so fickle. They go to the person who is against us and induces him to purchase a book. We are selling books daily, a huge amount. So there is no question of against us. Anyone who is even against us, he is persuaded to purchase one book. So how is against us? He is purchasing our book. What is the daily amount of sale of our books?
We sell about 25,000 books and magazines a day.
What is the price?
The collection would probably be around $35,000 to $40,000 a day.
We are collecting $40,000 a day by selling books. How I can say they are against us?
Positive.
Huh?
You're very positive. I like that.
Where is there any other institution who can sell $40,000 a day? So how do you say that they are against us?
My last question. Could you tell me about the Hare Krishna mantra, because it's so important to Krishna consciousness, and I'd like to have...
It is very simple. Hare means, oh the energy of Lord, and Krishna means, oh Lord. Both of you kindly engage me in your service. That's all. Both of you, Krishna and his energy. Just like here we have got conception of male and female. Similarly, originally, God and his energy. God is male and energy female, Prakriti and Purush. This idea of male and female where from it comes. And God is manufacturing so many male and female. So, the male and female idea, where from it comes? It comes from God. He is the origin of everything. So the female or prakriti or energy of God, and God himself is called Purusha. So we are appealing both God and his energy combined together, engage us in their service. This is Hare Krishna. O Hare means O, the energy of God. O Krishna, O Lord, both of you take care of me and engage me in your service. This is it.
Say thank you. And I lost them on the way, I guess.
Thank you.
When I moved into the house, there were these, just came out of the earth, and so beautiful to see them.
Yeah, your
You don't
questions
know what's
also?
in.
The answer?
May I ask you a few questions? Could you please tell me a little bit about your life and how you knew that you were the spiritual master for Krishna's consciousness movement?
My life is simple. I was householder. I have still my wife, my children, my grandsons. So my Guru Maharaj ordered me to go and preach this cult in the Western countries. So I left everything on the order of my Guru Maharaj, and I am trying to execute the order also.
And is this picture here the man?
Yes, he's my Guru Maharaj.
And he's no longer living.
No.
He spoke to his spiritual.
So this is my life.
At what point was it that he told you to do this? It was very late in your life? It was very late in your life that you...
Yes, when I was 25 years old, I met him first. On the first meeting, he ordered me to this. So at that time I was married man. I had 2 children. I thought I should do it later on, but I was trying to get out of family life. It took some time, but I was trying my best to carry out his order. In 1944, I started a magazine, Back to Godhead, when I was Grihastha. Then I started writing books in 1988 or 59. In this way, in 1955, I came to your country.
You have said that you are very small and that you are not God, and yet it appears to me as an outsider that the devotees treat you as if you were God.
Yes, that is devotee's duty. Just like a government officer. Personally, he is not very important. But so long he executes government order, he should be respected as government. That is the way. Even an ordinary policeman comes, you have to respect him because he is government man. But that does not mean he is God. He is respected. Sakshad hrittena samasta shastri ruktas tatha bhav patayo. If that man thinks that I have become government, people are respecting me, then he's foolish. So, but it is the etiquette, if the government man comes, he should respect him as government.
Along the same idea, I wonder also about the beautiful material things that the devotees bring to you. And for instance, when you left the airport, you left in a beautiful, big, fancy car. And I wonder about this because...
That is teaching them how to respect. If you respect government man as government, then you must treat him like that.
But
if you respect spiritual master as God, then you must offer him the facilities of God. Otherwise, how you treat him as God? Simply in mind? In action also.
I'm sorry, what was the last you said?
If the spiritual master is treated as God, so he must practically show that he is treating as God. So God travels by golden car. If the spiritual master is offered ordinary motor car, so still it is not sufficient. Because he has to be treated like God. So what is this motor car for God? That's still deficient. If God comes to your home, will you bring him in ordinary motor car? Or you arrange for a golden car? If you treat him as God. So, your point is that they offered me nice motor car. I say that is not sufficient. That is still lacking to treat him as God. Be practical.
Yesterday I met a devotee from New York who said that there were many people present at the festival from other planets and that you could see them. Is that true?
Yes. Everyone can see. If you have eyes, you can see. But if you have no eyes, therefore you are envious because they have offered a nice motor car. So you have to make your eyes to see. A blind man cannot see. The eyes are to be treated how to see.
Is this true also of your other senses?
Every senses. If you want to see something, you must be trained up how to see. Like scientist is seeing something through the microscope. And you want to see with naked eyes. How it is possible to see? You must adopt the process to see. Then you can see everything.
I have just one more question, and that is also from an outsider's point of view. It appears to me that one of the most difficult aspects of Krishna consciousness for someone to accept who's been brought up outside of that point of view is the deities. Mm-hmm. The deities and the idea that they represent
deities?
Krishna. Could you talk a little bit about that?
Yes. At the present moment, because you are not trained up to see Krishna, so Krishna kindly appears before you, as you can see. You can see wood, stone. You cannot see what is spirit. Even you don't see yourself, you are thinking I am this body. But you are spirit soul. You are seeing your father and mother daily, and when the father he is everything. His spirit and matter, everything. But you cannot see him as spiritual identity. Therefore he has appeared in material form so that you can see. He is God. But you cannot see him in his original spiritual form at the present moment. Therefore, out of his unbounded mercy, he has appeared before you just like made of wood and stone, so that you can see.
Thank you very much.
Very good. So you are coming daily in our meeting?
Not daily, but I'll come.
That's nice. This gentleman.
This is my father.
Oh,
Grace.
thank you very much.
My mother.
So you are all fortunate. You have got such a nice son.
Thank you.
Yes. And he is giving you the best service by becoming Krishna conscious.
Service.
Don't think that he is out of home, he is lost. No. He is giving you the best service.
Well, we're very pleased with him and we always have been. We thank you for helping him find happiness and serenity, which he has been able to find through your order.
Thank you. They are very good boys.
What's amazing to me is where you get the strength to keep the pace that you have. Could you tell me how you do that? You're a junior and I have a difficult pace keeping.
The process is genuine. The process which I recommend and they follow, then it is here.
Yeah, he's saying that our lifestyle will enable you to have that strength also by worshiping God.
Just like the physician, he gives you medicine and he gives you the process, the dose, how to take the medicine, how to take diet. If the patient follow, then he's cured.
Here to listen. Tell him to move.
The opportunity, human life, this process of God realization can be accepted by human being. It doesn't matter where he is born, either in India or outside India, it doesn't matter. Any human being can take it up. That is the difference between the animal life and human life. The animal, the dog, he knows how to bark only, that's all. He cannot be taught about this process. But a human being can be. He has got that intellect. Every human being. So in this human form of life, if we do not take this process, how to become Krishna conscious, then we remain dogs. Because we are losing the opportunity.
What is it that Krishna's consciousness has that offers people so much more than other religions?
This is religion. I have already explained. Religion means to become lover of God. That is religion. When there is no love of God, that is not religion. Religion means, I have already explained, to know God and to love Him. So if you do not know what is God, where is the question of loving Him? So that is not religion. It is going on in the name of religion. Religion means to know God and to love Him. Dharmantu sakshat bhagavat pranitam. Can you find out this verse? Give in. Don't find?
Yes, 319.
Third chapter, 19.
Karmam tu sakshad bhagavat pranitam navai vidur rishayo nasi deva nasidhamukya asura manusya kutonu vidyadar charanadaya.
Dharmantu sakshat bhagavat pranitam. The principles of religion is given by God. Just like law. Law means the process of activities which is given by the government. You cannot make law at home. Is it clear?
No, I'm having a language problem, I'm afraid, or I'm hearing both.
It says that law means that which is given by the government. You can't make your own law at home. But certainly religion means that which is enunciated by the Lord. You can't make up your own process.
Well, I guess I'm missing the point. My question was,
Well, that's all right, we can.
what does the Hare Krishna consciousness have to offer that other religions don't have to offer as far as...
And this is offering that you want to be religious. So you try to understand religious principles from God. Because if one is lawyer, if one wants to become a lawyer, he must learn laws which is given by the government. He cannot become a lawyer at home. Similarly, if you want to become religious, you must learn what is religion from God. You don't manufacture your own religion. That is not religion. This is the first principle. But if I do not know what is God, what is the order given by God, then what is religion? That is going on. Everyone is manufacturing his own religion. This is the modern method. The religion is private. Anyone can accept any type of religion. That is liberalism. Is it not?
Yes.
Just convince me.
So do you understand? The idea is that this Hare Krishna movement is based on authority of the Vedas, and the Vedic literatures are coming directly from Krishna. So we only accept as truth what Krishna says, and we don't accept anybody's mental concoctions or speculations as being truth. And this is the problem with so many other religious movements today, that they depend on the interpretation or the philosophy of some ordinary man. So this is the primary differential.
We don't say anything which is not spoken by God in the Bhagavad Gita. Therefore it is appealing everywhere. Although it is in Sanskrit language, still it is appealing. Just like if you go on the street and if the signboard is keep to the
Keep to the right.
Keep to the right. This is law.